You know, in the world of hospitality, there's a huge question we're always trying to answer. How do you create an experience that feels both incredibly reliable and, at the same time, uniquely personal? Well, that's the critical balancing act we're going to explore today.
Hello and welcome. My name is Host Name, and as a hotel AI expert, I've spent years deep in modern hospitality operations. I'm so pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. Now, getting this balance right between the personal and the standard, it's not just a challenge. It's really the blueprint for modern hospitality. It's what builds true loyalty in a world that is just full of choices. So, here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll dig into the bedrock of consistency, which is really what built this entire industry. Then, we'll talk about the modern call for connection. After that, we'll get into the real art of balancing these two powerful forces. And finally, we'll see what it actually looks like when they come together to create a truly seamless and special stay.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Let's talk about the one idea that built the entire global hotel industry as we know it: standardization. For decades, this was the absolute cornerstone, the promise a brand made to every single guest.
So what are we really talking about when we say standardization? At its heart, it's a promise of predictability, right? As hotel chains started expanding all over the world, guests needed some kind of assurance that a room in Paris would have the same quality, the same feel as one in Tokyo. Consistency wasn't just a nice to have, it was the entire value proposition.
And the benefits are? Well, they're crystal clear. Standardization builds trust, and trust is the foundation of any strong brand. On the operational side of things, it streamlines everything from training new staff to managing supply chains. It makes quality control possible, and of course, it keeps costs in check. It's the reliable, powerful engine of the hotel.
But as we all know, the industry has evolved. A reliable engine just isn't enough anymore. Today's guests are looking for something more, which brings us right to our second section, the powerful and, let's be honest, disruptive rise of personalization.
Personalization. It's really the art of making a guest feel seen, of making them feel valued and unique. It's about moving way beyond just a simple transaction to create a real, genuine human connection. It's about tailoring the experience to the individual, not just to their room number.
And make no mistake, this is not just some niche trend. It is a fundamental shift in what guests expect from us. I mean, thanks to the rise of amazing boutique hotels and experience-driven travel, a hotel stay isn't just a place to sleep anymore. It's expected to be a reflection of who the guest is. So this brings us to this central conflict, this tug of war. If you lean too heavily on standardization, the experience can feel cold, even sterile. But if you focus only on personalization, you risk a total lack of consistency and a model that's just impossible to scale. The key thing to remember is that one without the other is incomplete. And this leads us to the heart of our lesson today. The solution is not to choose one over the other. The real magic happens when you master the art of integrating both of them. Let's take a look at how we build this. You can think of achieving this balance as a kind of four-step playbook. First, you have to build a super strong foundation. Then, you layer that with empathy. Third, you use technology as an enabler, not a replacement. And most importantly, you empower your people.
Okay, step one, the foundation. These are your non-negotiables. These are the things you absolutely cannot get wrong. Every single guest, every single time, has to experience absolute consistency in core areas like safety and cleanliness. This isn't where you get creative, this is where you build unwavering trust.
Now, once that rock-solid foundation is in place, you can start adding those beautiful layers of personalization. And listen, these don't have to be grand, expensive gestures. It can be as simple as remembering a guest's favorite drink or suggesting a local park for their kids. It's these small moments of empathy that create a massive, lasting impact.
Technology is such a key ally here. The strategy is to automate the routine so you can humanize the exceptional. Let your tech handle all the standardized informational stuff, the check-in confirmations, the basic FAQs. This frees up your staff to focus on what they do best, creating genuine, empathetic connections and truly memorable moments.
So, what actually happens when we get this right? Well, the outcome is an experience that is both totally seamless for the operation and incredibly special for the guest. Let's look at the payoff. From a business perspective, the results are, well, they're undeniable. Standardization keeps your costs under control, that's a given. But personalization is what drives loyalty and repeat business. And we all know a returning guest is far more cost-effective than acquiring a new one. When you combine them, you unlock the most profitable model possible.
So the ultimate result is this incredible dual payoff. On one hand, you get operational excellence, a smooth, efficient, reliable machine. And on the other, you create emotional resonance, these unique experiences that guests remember, that they talk about, that they share. You get to satisfy the needs of the business and the desires of the guest.
And the crucial point here is that this all comes down to your people. The goal is to empower your team. Give them strong guidelines, yes, but train them to use those guidelines as a foundation for authentic connection, not as some rigid script they have to follow word for word. Give them the freedom to bring their personality to work. So, the question I'll leave with you as you prepare to become leaders in this industry is this: where will you draw the line? Where does a necessary process end and a memorable personal touch begin? The future of exceptional hospitality lies in finding that perfect, beautiful balance. Thank you.